Have you ever thought about ripping out your old bifold doors and replacing them with a new regular door? If so, stick around and my dad will show you how to do exactly just that.
So my brother-in-law, ironically also named James, asked me if I'd help him replace his two 24-inch bifold doors with one 30-inch regular door. The first thing we're going to do is rip out the old bifolds and remove any attached hardware. The doors themselves are actually pretty easy to remove. You basically just lift up and the springs release and you can slide them out. Once all the hardware is removed, you need to measure up to see if you have the height required for your new door. Typically, bifold doors are an inch or two shorter than a regular door, so you might need to remove the top corner bead and any drywall. In this case, I had to do exactly that. But once I had everything removed, I had enough room for my pre-hung door.
Okay, so this is the width of the door. The outside jamb.
Okay.
The door itself is 30, so the door is in here.
Yeah.
So this is the jamb.
The jamb, yeah.
So it's going to go from there to there. But we want to give ourselves a little extra. We don't want to frame it, so when we go to put it in, it's really tight.
If you cut in 32 frames, it should fit in a 32 frame with a
little bit of a gap, because that is 31 and a big 5/8.
Okay.
So it gives just under a ½ inch, so a little under a ¼ inch on each side. But really, what's going to happen is that your 32 is going to be your rough opening. We're going to put it in, and then we're going to screw it tight to one side, and then we're going to have a gap on the other side that we use the shims on. But you just want to have that extra 3/8 to ½ inch to play with to get the door in and out.
That's why this will go. And then you only shim on one side?
You only shim on one side.
So that will end up being a ½ inch.
Exactly. But if it's a little under ½ inch, that's okay. So what we need to do right now is put in a 2x4. It's going to go... Yeah, so, sorry, what side? Which way was it opening?
This way.
So it's going to open this way. So it's going to go tight against this 2x4.
Okay.
Here I'm attaching two base plates to the floor. The space between the plates is 32 inches, and that's exactly what I need for my rough opening for my 30-inch pre-hung door. I measure the distance from the base plate to the top of the existing closet frame to give me the measurement of the 2x4s I need to install. My memory card filled up and my camera shut off, so I didn't get to film installing these 2x4s, but it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to double them up and put 2 on each side just to make sure that the new frame is going to be sturdy. Once I have all my 2x4s installed and leveled, I need to measure from the floor to the top of the frame to see if I need to cut anything off the bottom of my new door. In this case, I just need to trim off the bottom of the door jamb and not the actual door, since the jamb always comes a bit longer than the door itself. After trimming an inch off of both sides of the jamb, the door is ready to be installed. I have a little less than a ½ inch to play with on both the width and the height, but that's enough to allow me to easily slide the door in. From there, I want to make sure that my door jamb sticks out approximately a ½ inch from the 2x4s so that I have enough space for my ½ inch drywall. I'm holding the door in place while my brother-in-law puts in 3 screws, one at the bottom, one in the middle, and one on the top. On the other side, we use 2 shims to level the jamb and then place a screw through the shims. Again, you want to do this at the bottom, the middle, and the top. And when you're done, you want to be able to close the door and have about 1/8 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch gap the entire length of the door. We're throwing in a couple more 2x4s here so that we have something to screw our drywall to. From there, we just install our 2 pieces of drywall, and then my brother-in-law finished it off with the mudding and painting and adding the trim.
I'm gonna be honest, this new door looks way better than those old bifold doors. So if you're thinking about doing this, I highly recommend it. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing. Hit the little bell to get notified when we put out a new video. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye!